So for 7th standard, today we are going to start with the unit 3. So your unit 3 process a prayer to the teacher. Okay. So your unit 3 process a prayer to the teacher. So this particular lesson is based on the speech that was made by Subrata Bakshi. Okay, Subrata Bakshi. He was the founder and CEO of Mindtree. Okay, there is a company named Mindtree. So this Bakshi was a founder and also CEO. CEO means Chief Executive Officer. So he did a convocation address at the International Academy for Creative Teaching at Bangalore on January 6, 2005. So when he was addressing in that particular academy, okay, in that particular convocation, so convocation is a function that has been done for graduating the people who have studied and completed in an institution, okay. So that addressing was made for the teachers. So when he was addressing the teachers from that academy, he requested the teachers to go beyond the syllabus. That is, apart from the syllabus, what do we have in our day-to-day life is the human values and also the skills. Okay, so that particular teacher, he requested other teachers to go beyond the syllabus, which means to teach the human values and also the skills that are necessary for a person or a student to make his life a meaningful life. Okay, so that was the story. That is the main theme of the story. That is, the teachers must teach the students in a way that the students will utilize the skills and they should have the human values that will be suitable for the society. Okay, so now I stand before you as a teacher. I feel proud of myself of being a teacher. So you all know that a teacher will do his or her work in a dedicated manner. So she or he, they sacrifice their life for the students' development. Okay, and also the teacher plays a major role in changing the life of a student. Okay, so she gives a spark or the light in student's life. And also teacher gives a life to the student. Okay, so teacher is like a role model for the students. So in this lesson I want to explain you about the teacher, how the teacher should behave with the students, and also what are the things that has to be come out in students' life. Okay, that is all about this prose part. So now we will start with the lesson. Listen to your teacher delivering the speech. Now the teacher is going to deliver the speech. Okay, so it is a great occasion. So on that particular day, it was like a festival, because in the year 2005, okay, there was the batch 2005 batch of graduating teachers. That is, the teachers who had their training and they have completed it and they are going to get the degree of a teacher. Okay, now it is a great day for the faculty and administration. Okay, that is, it was a very great day for the faculty, means the teachers who taught the other teachers, so who are getting graduated. Okay, they are called as faculty members. And also administration means administration means the members who are working in the office. So they are going to give another set of people, that is, the teachers are going to come out. They have the most influence, that is the impact. We call impact as influence towards the society in a proportionately large value. That is, that corresponds to a particular size. That is, their impact towards the society is in a great value, and it is going to become a great number. I am honored. Now the teacher is telling I am honored. So he is very proud to be here with all of you. So he was very happy to be with all the teachers, and he is ready to share your joy. That is, he is ready to share their joys and also their hopes. So hope means whatever the beliefs they do have. As teachers, on behalf of all lives, you will touch. Okay, so the teacher is nothing but she or he will touch the life of a student, which means they lighten up a spark in student's life. It is going to be long and somewhat unusual list. Now the teacher who is giving the speech, he wanted to put some unusual list for the teachers. Okay, that is, so he is asking all the other teachers that he seek their indulgence. Indulgence means the tolerance. That is, he is going to give an unusual list for the teachers who have been well trained and they are going to get graduated. So before them, this particular person who is a teacher, so he is giving the speech and he is requesting the teachers that he will give a list of unusual things, and his list goes on. So he is requesting or he is praying something the teacher, that the teacher should give the students. Okay, so the teacher, what or not she have to teach in the class, that has been prayed by the person who is giving speech in that congregation. Okay, so let's see the prayers that has been given to a teacher, that she have to deliver it to the students. So the first one is, first, I pray to you that you teach me the value of inclusion. Okay, so first prayer is that the teacher has to teach the students about the inclusion. Okay, so the word inclusion is nothing but all the people should be valued. Okay, if all the people in this world are equal and everybody should be respected. Okay, and also we should not consider about their differences. The differences, it means the caste, the creed and the race. Okay, each people belongs to. So we should not consider about all these things. We have to think that all the people are equal. So that is the word inclusion means. Okay, so the teacher have to explain about the inclusion. So what he is seeking for is, the teacher is praying to another teacher that the people who write my textbooks, okay, the people, that is the people who are writing the textbooks. So usually our textbooks will be written by the senior teacher. So the people who are writing my textbooks and the one who will prescribe the syllabi. Okay, syllabi means it is the plural form of syllabus. So we all know what is a syllabus. Syllabus is nothing but the units that we have in each subject. So totally we have 7 to 8 units, or maybe in some subject it may be 6 to 7. So we have usually we do have 5 units for each subject. So that particular units are said to be known as syllabus. So the syllabi will not tell you, that is the syllabus or do the textbooks will not tell you about the inclusion in life. Okay, so inclusion means we have to think that all people are equal and nobody is different from another. Okay, so that will not be present in the syllabus or in the textbooks. So this should be explained by the teacher to the students. Without the sense of inclusion, so without knowing the inclusion, the student will not know the boundaries. Okay, so the student will push the boundary and they also don't know how to live inside that particular country. Okay, it means that if you are telling the students about the inclusion, they will understand what is the boundary is and they will push all the boundary. and started to live inside the country. So boundaries are the outer part which cover that country. So the student must not stand in the boundary. He should enter inside the country and he should be able to mingle with everyone without any difference of different kinds of people. Okay, that we call it as inclusion. And for example, so they are giving few examples. So the first example is, whenever I clean my house, I put all my garbage on the road. Is it good or not? It is a bad thing, because if we are putting all the garbages in the roadside, it is meant that we are not including the road. So that is one type of inclusion that is not made. If you think that the road is also our property in our country, then you will not throw the garbage in the road. And the second example is, if you feed your own child, if for example a mother is feeding her own child, and on that particular day if the maid, that is the servant, has not eaten, then that hunger of that maid is not included. There is no inclusion of the servant's hunger. So as a mother, when she is feeding his or her daughter, so at that time, daughter or the son, so maybe any child, so when they are feeding a child, so it is necessary that a mother, she should include the hunger of the servant maid also. And then another example, when you take your child, when we take a child to the movie, and we are not asking a child, the neighbor child, for going to the movie, then we are not included that particular child in our life. Okay, so there is no inclusion found there. So always we should include our neighbors, include our friends, and include our relatives, everyone, include everyone around you, so that the inclusion has been made. So because we should not see any differences between the caste, creed, and also the race. Okay, and then second thing is, I pray to you to teach me to communicate. Okay, so now the teacher is requesting the other teachers to teach the student about how to communicate. Communicating means talking with each other or interacting with each other. So when you see in the rat race, okay, they are mentioning a term called rat race. Rat race is nothing but we are struggling in a competitive society. Okay, we have a competition between each other in the society. So we have cutthroat competition. It is like a competitive world it is. So we have to participate, and we have to run, and we have to compete with each other. Okay, so in this particular world, how I am going to survive means how I am going to live. Okay, whatever is there, how I am going to handle it, and how I am going to live in it, it is based fully upon on my power. Okay, power means the strength that I have. So always, if you want to impress someone, that is, impressing means you make the attraction is made towards, or impressing, it is all when you communicate very less. Okay, whenever you are communicating in a less manner, then you will be impressed more. That is the concept that you have to learn. And teach me how to speak and how to write. Okay, so whenever the teacher is teaching the students about how to write and how to learn or how to speak, then only the student will be able to communicate his or her feelings. Okay, feelings, and she can write or he can write, or either they can speak out. Okay, whatever they are thinking in their mind, and also the feelings that they have. Okay, so teach me to communicate with the simplicity of a child and the nakedness of a flower. So how the flower is looking very good with all its blossom, with all its petal colors, everything, and also a simplicity of the child. A child seems to be an innocent one. Okay, that is how to communicate with them. And also those who cannot speak or hear, that is how to communicate with the people, those who cannot hear or those who cannot speak, how to communicate with them. And we have to know how to communicate it with less gifted, privileged people. Okay, less gifted and less privileged people. Less privileged people means the disadvantaged or the poor people. Okay, the people who have less money, less education, so they are said to be disadvantaged. So how to communicate with those kind of people, and how to communicate that who have come before me and those who will follow. So we have to follow our elder ones, that is the elder people. We have to follow their words and we have to follow their experience, and also in future who are going to follow us. So we should be a role model, or we should be an example for the followers in the future. And also the things animate and inanimate. Animate means the things which are living, and inanimate the things which are non-living. So how I'm going to communicate with all these things? So this communication is needed for the student, that has to be given by the teacher. And the third prayer that has been put forth by the teacher was that I pray to you to make me learn. Okay, how the child or how the student is going to learn. Okay, how the teacher is going to achieve that. The more than that, teacher teach me how I can learn to learn. So the teacher now, she is going to teach the students how to learn. Okay, how to learn. So as students are being well prepared, that is they are preparing for a wild world. So we all know that we are living in a broad land. Okay, so that is wide world. So how this particular student is going to fend for myself, look after for herself, or himself, okay, maybe anyone. So how they are going to fend means look after, and for others how they are going to look after. And one time learning will not be enough at all. So if you're learning for one time, it is not enough. So you have to have the ability of learning newer things and also difficult things. Day by day, when you are learning, your knowledge increases. So you have to learn more things, and also you have to learn difficult things. And you have to learn everything in a quick manner. Then only you will be able to learn many things. And in all this, the learning process will become very, very critical. So critical means it is extremely important to learn by yourself. Okay, so critical means extremely important. So the learning process become extremely important for a student in his life. So just what I am able to learn. So he is requesting the teacher, that is the teacher who is giving the speech, he is requesting the teachers to make the students to learn. Okay, so to learn and enjoy. So whenever he is learning something, so he should get the joy. Okay, he should be very happy while he or she, they should be very happy while they are learning. Okay, this is the prayer that has been put forth by the teacher for the graduating teachers. Okay, and the next prayer that was put forth was, as I learn to learn from unusual sources, I pray that you teach to me appreciate. That is, you have to appreciate the interconnected nature of things. That is, whenever the teacher is teaching to the students, we have to teach them the interconnected things of the nature, how the nature has been interconnected with each other. So whenever the teacher is teaching about the waves, okay, the waves, you know, in the sea we can see a huge waves. So whenever I am teaching about the waves, the waves has been rising and the waves also falls. So I should not only teach that the waves will rise, I have to teach why the waves are falling down. So that is the main thing that the teacher has to teach the students, how the waves are rising, at the same time the waves reaches its end point, that is it falls. So that also should be taught for the students. And also we should teach me, that is the children have to be taught about how the trees that they fell and the small creature that they kill, that is whenever indiscriminately, that is indiscriminate, it means it is without careful judgment, that is without properly using your fertilizers and pesticides on the ground. So usually for a land they will use pesticides and fertilizers. So the fertilizers, we all know, it is used for the plants to get fertile. So when we put the fertilizers, the plant will grow well. And whenever we use the pesticides, it will kill the insects that are present in the land. So whenever we are not using the pesticides and the fertilizers in a proper manner, that is if we are not careful, that is if we are indiscriminating, at that time what will happen, the trees or the plants will fall down, or it may be killed, or otherwise the small creatures, the small insects that are present in the land, everything will die because of because the pesticides and fertilizers are not being used in a proper way. So at that time, and also they are telling one thing that will happen to the land, that is urban decay. That is urban decay is the city is going to be decayed, which means the city which does not have an economic growth, or the city is facing with is not able to run in business, okay, in that case we call it as urban decay. So this urban decay happens because of consumerism. So okay, consumerism means the protection or promotion of the interest of consumers. If the consumers are not getting any interested products for them, then that consumerism will be spoiled, okay. And also because of this consumerism, if the people are not going to buy any things, then what will happen, that particular city will be decayed, okay, no business will be there, no economic growth will be there. So we have many problems. So this consumerism should not happen. And finally it causes the death for the human being, and also it causes many destruction, okay, that is destruction means many damage to that mankind, okay. So these are the different terms, that is the disadvantage that the people face through, okay. One is your indiscrimination, and other one is consumerism, and the next is destruction. And also the final thing is, when you see each time there is a scavenging bird. A scavenging bird is nothing but a bird that feeds on dead animals, okay. If there is any dead animals, this particular bird will be there. And nowadays in our society, in our world, we are able to see the scavenging bird. We cannot see the singing birds, okay. Singing birds are flying away because of the technology, because of frequency, vibrations. We are not able to see the singing birds. We are only able to see the scavenging birds. The scavenging birds are coming to eat the dead animals, okay. So and we have to teach the students, the teachers have to teach the students why these all are happening in the society, and this should be avoided. And also they should teach that the birds should come again, that is the bird, and the teacher is telling to the student that the bird have to come on the sill, okay. Sill means a horizontal area that is beneath the window, okay. In that sill we can see the birds, it is resting, or it is getting or it's sitting on that particular place, that we call it as perching. Okay, that is the birds have to perch on the sill again. Okay, so these are all the prayers that has been given for the teachers. Okay, that they have to in future they have to give all these advices to the students, and they should teach the human values and also the skills for the students, and develop that particular students into a and to change or and to lighten up their life in a good and proper manner. Okay, so these are the few prayers that has been laid by the addressing person, addressing teacher, to all other teachers who are getting graduated. And we have 4 more prayers that has been requested for the teachers that to be given for the students. So that part we will see in the next video. Okay, hope you all understood this in this particular prose part. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.